Okay, this is my 57th take for today. For some reason, it's been a challenge. Hi guys, this is Viv, and coming to you all the way from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It is Friday. This is the 23rd episode of my daily chronicles, Good Morning Malaysia by Viv, or whatever it is called. Why am I doing this? For fun and laughter. I decided to start doing a daily chronicle while we are on our second major lockdown here in Malaysia. It's called MCO 2.0, Movement Control Order. Our movements are being controlled by an order. Thank you very much. So today, I thought of talking about intent or vision. To me, there's an overlap. I'm sure the words mean different things, but from where I'm coming from, there's a bit of an overlap. I've always wondered what motivates people. You know, what wakes them up every day. What makes them do what they do. I'm sure it is highly motivated by having to put food on the table. I'm sure. There are things that people do for a living that aren't so glamorous and aren't so fun, and it's just out of necessity. But back home, they have their own hobbies and stuff. I'm not talking about hobbies. I'm talking about why do they still get up and do that? Yes, they may not have a choice, but why do they really still get up and do that? It could be because of family, putting food on the table, seeing the kids clothed and fed. So, yeah, it's. I feel I've been lucky that from a very very early age, growing up, I knew what I wanted to do. I fell in love. I've been in love ever since, and it's strange, but as I grow older, I'm getting more and more able to appreciate um, these pluses I have in my life that not many have had. And I love design. I love creativity. I've always loved it. I've always doodled and drawn and created things with paint and design and writing and stuff and singing, to a point that it just makes sense to me. But as I was entering work life some 20 plus odd years ago, it boggled my mind that, well, how is it that the people I met along the way, a lot of them were just doing this because they didn't know what else to do. They would complain about work, they would drag their feet to work, they would not be happy, and when I asked them what would they want to do instead, they had no clue. And that just mind-blowing, because here I am coming from a pretty poor family. We were always striving to make ends meet. We were always borrowing money. We had Maggi Mee daily. It's instant noodle that's famous in Malaysia. And it's not that my mom didn't cook. She did. She's a brilliant cook, and her dishes are amazing. And she loves to cook. It's just that if you compare the price of a pack of Maggi Mee with 5 packets and one for free, that goes for below 5 ringgit back in the day, to getting all the ingredients you need to cook a proper meal for a family of 4, Maggi Mee is cheaper, right? For nutrition, we'd have Milo for the kids and an egg or two or an omelette. So that's why my journey of becoming vegan is a bit tough in terms of eggs. I can do without cheese. Cheese to us were just the sliced cheese and the Kraft sliced cheese, and I never really fell in love with it. It's just that there's a thing in my brain that brings me back to my childhood. If there is a white bread, butter, cheapo Kraft cheese sandwich, and that just brings me back to school. So those are memory things, but yeah, I digress on diverging. So yeah, so to me, coming from a family that is so poor, where my dad every month would be pressing hard, think about how to make rent, and I'd see the sadness in his eyes. But I managed, and my family managed to help me or encourage me carve out my passions. My dad would always encourage me to draw. We'd always have a drawing block or two here and there. He knew I liked drawing books. My mom would always say, "Oh, Art Attack's on TV again. You want to watch it?" I remember that, and it's really cool that they guided me towards my passions. And my brother's amazing. He can draw. He can actually draw comics, but he just doesn't spend time doing it. He's a better illustrator than I am. He's amazing. So it's weird that, and he likes figuring things out. So he's an engineer now, which is his passion, part of his passion. And so it was odd to me that coming from such a poor family, with probably life challenges against us, that we've all carved out what we want to do, followed our passions, and making a living out of it. Not brilliant living for me, but it's still something, you know. And I'm not judging anyone. Far from it. It was just weird to me that, you're going to work for almost the rest of your life, right? Why are you not doing something you like? I don't get it. I mean, the math is there, the equation is there, so why aren't you pursuing what you like? That's Cuba. He stopped when he heard his name. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get at is, does anyone ever stop and ask themselves why they're doing what they're doing? What is your passion? What drives you? What wakes you up in the morning? What makes you want to do better? And if you haven't found that out, why not? Why aren't you striving towards that? I don't know how old you guys are, what stage in life you are at, but it's never too late and it's never too early. Trust me. Yeah, so what's the intent behind what you do every day? Besides getting a paycheck, of course, but don't you want to, you live only once, even if you're Buddhist and you get reincarnated, you're reincarnated as something else. So it's not you. So you live only once. What are you doing? Do you have a vision for your life? I bring this up because one of my clients, they're conducting a visioning workshop, and I found that so intriguing and interesting that people need this. And participants of the workshop are actually mind-blowing. You know, we always hear, what's the vision, the company vision, mission, and objectives, and sometimes what the company values go by. No one ever resonates with it. No one ever thinks about it. It's a passing thing. The only time people look at it is when they're gonna take a piss and like, the vision's A, but we're doing Z. So, but you know, you can actually have a vision for your own life. And I personally feel it's super important to have one, because what is guiding you? What's helping you make those decisions, those big decisions in life, if you don't have a vision or an intent or a guide of sorts? I don't know. This is my thought for today, actually. So, yeah. My vision, if you want to know, goes something like this. Let's see, what was it? It's bringing my knowledge and experiences to the masses, and creating greatness and a win for everyone and everything. So, in other words, I feel like I've got a lot of experience. Not the best experience, but life lessons that I could help people with and teach. And just even if I tell my story, someone would find something interesting, I'm sure. We've all got stories. So I'd like to share this knowledge and perhaps inspire one or two people to do better, or treat each other better, or make better decisions, or help an animal, or treat the earth better. Either way, I'd like to give. And so that's my vision. That's my simple vision. I don't know if it's the best one. It's probably wrongly worded, whatever. But it's like the guide I'm going by. And what's yours? What's your vision? And if you do have a vision, should it be reviewed? Because we're in the COVID times now, and life has changed a lot. Should we have a different vision? Should we have them reviewed? Or should we start to carve out something? Because life is short. Yeah, that's me for today. Until tomorrow. Oh yeah, for those of you who are interested to check out this webinar, it's for free. It's a preview, so I'm sure you get some takeaway from it. I'll put the details in the below. And like if you like this video, subscribe if you can. Till tomorrow, this is Viv, all the way from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for a vivid world. Stay safe, mask up, keep a distance physically, but stay connected. See ya!